And joining us now is Yoni Ben Menachem, expert on Palestinian affairs and a senior research fellow at the Jerusalem Center for Public Affairs. Yoni, Palestinian Authority President Abbas and a Hamas delegation are currently both in Saudi Arabia at the same time. Is that by chance? I mean, what is each looking for from the Saudis?
Well, for Mahmoud Abbas, of course, it's not the first time, but Hamas was boycotted by Saudi Arabia for a few years. Hamas is considered a terror organization in Saudi Arabia, and there are a few dozens of Hamas activists in Saudi jail. And this is an important development for Hamas because this is some sort of a rapprochement between Saudi Arabia and Hamas because of the agreement that Saudi Arabia signed with Iran. Now Saudi Arabia is getting closer to all the members of the evil axis headed by Iran, and Hamas is part of this axis.
Now, what does that actually mean for Israel? I mean, no one ever hid that we want to normalize relations with Saudi Arabia during the Abraham Accords. Didn't happen till now. What does that mean for Israel?
The problem with Saudi Arabia is that they made a U-turn and they now are joining the axis of Russia, Iran, and China in the Middle East. They are breaking away from the axis, the Western axis headed by the United States. And this is happening for two reasons. The first reason is that they are very concerned by the fact that the United States, the Biden administration, is not so active in the Middle East and cannot secure the safety of Saudi Arabia from the Iranian threat. So if you can't beat Iran, join Iran. This is now the new policy of Mohammed bin Salman. The second reason is that Mohammed bin Salman made a mistake in 2015 when he led an Arab coalition against Yemen, against the Houthi Yemen in Yemen, who are loyal to Iran. And this brought a lot of misery to Saudi Arabia because the Houthi rebels, they attacked cities and oil facilities in Saudi Arabia with cruise missiles and accurate drones. And he wants to stop the war, and he knows that the only power that can stop the war is the Iranian regime, who controls actually the militias of the Houthis. So we see, as I said, two major reasons for Saudi Arabia to change its policy.
آنچه در مورد ما میگویند